Hey, Eagle fans, I'm Thomas Mott. Welcome into Philadelphia Eagles Now. We're going to jump into a mailbag video here as our new subscribers, or maybe the old subscribers, went in and asked a bunch of Eagle-related questions, and I pulled the best 7, 8, whatever the numbers it is here. Remember, must be subscribed to be features. If you asked a question, you're not a subscriber, then we don't pull it. That's kind of the rules here on the channel. Sam C123 says, the Eagles don't get a wide receiver in free agency and go defense with their first 3 picks. What wide receiver prospects would you want in the second round? Great question. We talked a lot about first-round wide receivers, talked a lot about free agent wide receivers. Did a video on that just a couple of days ago on the channel. So how about 5 later round wide receivers? That's my job here at the channel, right? I don't know exactly which receiver is the best, but I want to give you names that way you just understand who we're talking about when you see, receivers talked about on ESPN or here at Chat Sports or other places. So here are 5, I think, second and third round options. I think John Mechie will be a second round wide receiver. I think the knee injury is probably going to be the reason why. Would he have been a first round wide receiver? Yes. Could he still be a late first rounder? I think. But Mechie, I think, will be a second rounder. He'd be great. Another Alabama prospect compared to Jalen Hurts and DeVonta Smith. Sky Moore out of Western Michigan is for sure a second or third round guy. George Pickens out of UGA, who I've covered a lot living in Atlanta. Great big body receiver. I mean, kind of what Philadelphia wants, vertical threat. He's just been banged up a lot, so you got to worry about health there. I think he's a kind of a third round draft pick in terms of overall projection. But Pickens is another option there. David Bell out of Purdue. And then this guy, Jalen Tolbert out of South Alabama. Do yourself a favor. Go to YouTube. Look up Jalen Tolbert, some highlights of him. South Alabama, not a very well-known campus. My cousin goes there, so I know where South Alabama is. But in reality, he's not very well-known. Not a lot of big-time prospects, but I think Tolbert is a good option. Again, I love the idea of Mechie, and you could spend a second-round draft pick on John Mechie. And listen, the knee is probably going to go ahead and be healed. But you guys know how I feel about taking early draft picks for injured players. Now, it worked with Landon Dickerson last year. Hasn't worked with some other picks in the past, so tread lightly. But either way, any one of these 5 would be a nice addition to the current Eagles wide receiver depth chart. Although, as I have said before, I would much rather get a guy like Mike Williams and then spend maybe a third or fourth round draft pick on another rookie wide receiver. That way you have DeVonta Smith, Quez Watkins, you see on your screen, Mike Williams, or a free agent wide receiver, and then a prospect draft guy who you can build and grow over the next couple of seasons. Either way, they're going to address the wide receiver position. They're going to be just fine. What do you guys think? Draft a wide receiver in round 1 or draft a wide receiver in round 2? There's be a pinned comment during the ad break down below. Give me your thoughts. Type 1 down below for first round or type 2 down below for round 2. Hadi Mueller says, hi, Thomas. Hello, how are you? We keep talking about wide receivers in free agency. Why aren't we talking about linebackers in free agency? And who would be your top 5 picks, allowing for cap space and cap space on so forth? Keep up the great work. I appreciate it. I'll give you 4. First off, let me just say this. The reason why we're not talking about free agent linebackers is because look at this list. It's not that great. I mean, your best one is Dante Hightower, and he's aging currently at the middle linebacker position. Do you recognize any of these other names? Gerard Davis, Jayon Brown, A.J. Johnson. Like, I just Googled top linebackers in free agency. These are the ones, right? This is why we talk more about drafting somebody versus going ahead and signing somebody, right? I mean, wide receiver, easily you go to free agency because they have great ones there. Free agency for linebackers, not so much, which is why I want Devin Lloyd so much, the linebacker out of Utah. I mean, this guy's an absolute monster. 111 tackles there, 8 sacks, 4 picks. It's Fred Warner. I mean, literally copy, paste, Control-C, Control-V, or for you Mac users, Command-C, Command-V, right? And that will give you literally a starting middle linebacker for the next 10 years in Philadelphia. I'd much rather have Devin Lloyd over Hightower, Gerard Davis, or Jayon Brown. They've tried in the past. I mean, Philadelphia notoriously signs linebackers in free agency. Ask how Eric Wilson turned out this past season, right? I thought, Eric Wilson, nice free agent addition. Wrong. He was cut halfway through the season. Go for Devin Lloyd if you want a linebacker, which I know we all do. Speaking of which, smash that like button if you guys want Devin Lloyd, right? You guys really want Devin Lloyd. Smash that like button right now. I know we all want him. Give this video a thumbs up. All right, Big Dog 1891 says, what do you think about us trading our 19th pick to Tampa Bay for at least their first round pick next year? With Brady retiring, I can see them being terrible next year and potentially getting us a top 10 pick. I don't hate the idea. I don't hate the idea of trading any one of our first round draft picks. Like trading one of your firsts, I have no problem with because you have 3, and if you wanted to go ahead and potentially have yourself in the Bryce Young lottery, the Bryce Young sweepstakes in 2023, having 2 first-round draft picks then would be easier to trade up. I'm just saying, if you want to do that, you could. But I have no problem if, someone wants to offer you an additional pick for number 19 overall, as long as you've gotten 2 good first-round draft picks, a.k.a. Devin Lloyd, and maybe a pass rusher like Karlaftis or Ajabo. I'm fine with that, right? I don't want to trade multiple first-rounders. You guys kind of know I'm not that in on trading up in the draft. I think there are plenty of prospects where you can stay put and take your guys, but I have no issue with trading back. And you mentioned Brady and the Bucs. I mean, right now, their starting quarterback is Kyle Trask. Now, that can change because, Rodgers could go there. They could, get Jimmy Garoppolo or something like that. But I agree. The Bucs are not going to be, Super Bowl contenders next year unless they get a brand new quarterback who's better than Kyle Trask. So trading with a team like that, smart, and it's something that Howie Roseman, I think, would definitely consider doing. I'm fine with it. We are, 650 subscribers away from 24,000 subs. Sorry, no, 25,000 subs here on the channel. Gosh, we're going fast this offseason. I appreciate each and every one of you trying to become the best and greatest Eagles channel on the platform, and I think we're pretty much there, if not close to. If you guys like short, condensed, no BS, no funny business, just straight to the news, which is what we do here on the channel, go down below and subscribe. Help us get to 25K. Bunch of new subscribers this past week. I think we're up like 500 to 600. I appreciate all of you guys. Welcome to the channel. This is, of course, what we do. All right, Tariq Shell says, do you think the Eagles target Davante Adams in free agency, or do they build in the draft or look somewhere else at free agency that want or need a change of scenery? Listen, I've talked about this before in the past, and I have videos on this, but I'll just make it very simple. Davante Adams is too expensive. They can't afford him. And honestly, I don't think Adams would just go to Philadelphia unless Rodgers or Wilson were there. And honestly, I wouldn't. I like Jalen Hurts, and I think he could be very, very productive in Philadelphia, but he has had the best thrower of the football the past, 10 years, right? Eventually, his entire career. I would go wherever Rodgers goes if I was Davante Adams, or would go wherever an elite quarterback is. Not saying Hurts can't, but one, I don't think he would want to go to Philadelphia, and two, he's going to be so expensive. Just don't spend all of your free agent money on one player. Move some money around. Mike Williams would do, a lesser job, but it would still be much better than what we currently have, as I keep saying, that this depth chart at wide receiver, it's fine as is, but it needs to be improved, and Davante Adams would make it fantastic, and trust me, I would love him, and I'd be so pumped if they signed him, but I just don't want to get your hopes up. I don't think it's going to happen, and so temper the expectations. Again, there are draft options, as we've talked about, Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson. I love both of those players. I mean, any one of the four on your list right now. Olave, Wilson, Jameson Williams would be fantastic despite the injury. Treylon Burks, he gets not a lot of love because he went to Arkansas, and Arkansas is kind of or at least has been a relevant SEC team, but he's fantastic. There are plenty of options out there to where you can draft somebody and save a little bit of free agent money and spend, free agent money elsewhere, like on a cheaper wide receiver. Okay, Valentine's Day. We are, less than 2 weeks? It's February 14th on a Monday, day after the Super Bowl. I know you have that special someone in your life. I know that you probably want to get her a gift. And guess what? If she's an Eagle fan, even if she's not, get her an Eagle-related gift. We have a perfect one for you guys here right now on your screen. You see the link on your screen right now. Just go ahead and click that. Follow it. As you see below me, it'll be down in the description box as well. And pick up this really great-looking Eagles throwback long sleeve. As this thing, I might get this for my lady friend. I just started dating a girl who I'm converting to an Eagles fan. I might pick this one up as well. It's on sale. It's going to go off sale pretty darn quickly here. I think it's on sale right now for $26.59. Originally $40 here. So there are always sales going on at the link we're going to show you guys on the screen right now. Definitely check this one out. Pick it up for that special lady in your life for Valentine's Day. Don't wait. And don't just get her flowers. Come on. Right? Get her something she's actually going to enjoy and something that you would enjoy seeing her in terms of an actual Eagle-related gear. Come on, think with your head here. Let's be smart. I'm helping you guys out. Thank me later. Link down below. Eagles fan 1 says, if the Eagles get a wide receiver this offseason, will Reagor be wide receiver 3 or Quez Watkins? I think Watkins is better than Reagor. What do you think? I agree, 100%. I think Watkins should be wide receiver number 3. I think he's earned that position. Greg Ward, he's kind of fallen off the face of the earth. Obviously, J.J. Whiteside is a blocker. He'll play out the rest of his contract and then be let go. They're going to try to get Reagor, back to what he's supposed to be, but the odds of that happening are slim to none. You hope it does, but probably not going to happen. And so you add a receiver in there, like Mike Williams, I keep saying. And then you have Watkins, Williams, and DeVonta Smith. I love Quez Watkins. I think he showed tremendous improvement. He was really great at catching the football. He got open a lot, but every time they were throwing him, high balls, low balls, balls a little bit over here, he would catch every single one of them. Big fan of Quez Watkins. I think he's going to have a breakout year next season. He's not at 1,000 yards, right? I don't think he's going to be a 1,000-yard receiver. That's kind of crazy. But how about over under 500 yards? I think we can go over 500 yards in 2022. What do you guys think? Type O down below for over. Or type U down below for under. I'm going to go over 500 yards for Watkins. I'll type O. You guys let me know. One more here. Hawk56 says, who do you think the Eagles should draft at the cornerback position to be the number 2 alongside big play Slay? What picks do we take with them? One of your firsts would have to be probably the case, and there are a lot of good cornerbacks. Really, there are 4 you could see going in the first round, 3 for sure. So Stingley obviously is the best one, and he's one of the few players I would actually trade up for if we were going to do that, although I don't think we're going to get Derek Stingley, so let's just make that straight. He'll be a top 10 draft pick for sure. Then you have this trio of Ahamad Gardner from Cincinnati, Andre Booth from Clemson, and Roger McCreary McCreary from Auburn. All are great. All are fantastic. I've seen them ranked in different ways by different people, but I have Gardner 2, Booth 3, McCreary 4, but you can shuffle McCreary and Booth. That's fine. I think Gardner will be there at 15, 16, or 19. I think if he's there, and you've already gotten, think about it. Devin Lloyd, George Karlaftis, Ahamad Gardner as your first 3 draft picks. Come on. That would be fantastic. That would be my dream, 3 first-round draft picks for Philadelphia, but there are a lot of cornerbacks. They're going to be just fine. They can definitely get one, and they should. We'll finish on this. Who's your dream pick in the draft, right? Mine's Devin Lloyd. I'm sold on Devin Lloyd. I'm going to be on the biggest Devin Lloyd hype train between now and April. Do you guys have someone like Lloyd, someone else? Let me know who that is down below right now. All right, ultimate for today on our Eagles mailbag video. Plenty more content coming up on Monday, as we always do. So, of course, use the hashtag Eagles in the comments section. Be a part of our mailbag video. And, of course, you must be a subscriber. I know, that's the thing. We're trying to get 2,500 or 25K subs here on the channel. Also, follow me on Twitter, at Real Thomas Mott. I'll tweet plenty of stuff, even when I'm not on the air here, for Chat Sports and Philadelphia Eagles Now. Thomas Mott signing off. Enjoy the rest of your day.